Welcome, everyone. I am Kenny, Advertising Director at Everyday. Today, we're diving into key social advertising trends for 2025. The landscape is shifting quickly, and staying ahead means understanding not just what platform to use, but how to show up on them. We'll walk through what's working, what's not, and what you can do starting today to make your ads more effective. At Everyday, clients following our social advertising plans have seen a 23% increase in leads, an 18.6 increase in impressions, and a 4.5 increase in engagement. But before we talk trends, let's set the foundation. What worked yesterday, even today, is no longer your best bet. Success on social media is less about polish and more about authenticity. And we're not just talking about pretty pictures or flashy videos. We're talking about connecting with your audience, where they are, how they think, and what matters to them. What's winning attention today? Ads that feel real and relevant. And these elements are what's driving that performance. Authenticity. These are ads that don't feel like ads. They look like organic posts in your feed. Ads that have storytelling. They connect with people because people connect with narratives, not pitches. They provide social proof, and these social proofs can be reviews, user-generated content, or it could simply be a testimonial. They also present solutions. They don't just show the features. And they use video. Video is still one of the best formats that you can use in your ads. But let's talk about what you need to stop doing in your ads, the things that are no longer successful or effective. Ads that feel like ads, they're overly branded, overly produced, those are being ignored. Generic stock images and bland messages, they just don't cut it anymore. Long, slow videos that bury the lead, they lose viewers. And text-heavy visuals, audiences scroll right past them. The key takeaway, don't try to impress, try to connect. And so what are we doing at Everyday that's worked so well? Well, we want our best performing ads to mimic organic content. And here's how we do that. We focus on ads that look and feel like they're user generated. Think lo-fi, casual, almost like a friend's post. These native feeling ads, they build trust and they draw attention in crowded feeds. Remember, authenticity is greater than perfection. You also want to use bold, simple imagery, nothing cluttered. Think about the photos your friends share on feeds. Those type of photos work very well in ads. You also want to limit the text on your ads. 5 to 7 impactful words that hit a pain point or show a benefit are highly effective. And if you're using carousel ads, tell a story. You can make that visual story go from a problem to a solution. And that approach increases engagement and will in turn increase your conversions. And overall, video is still the most effective format for your ads. They continue to dominate all platforms, but not just any video will do. You want to make your videos faster, less scripted, and more relatable. And one way you can do that is to use a talking head style video, or you can use a demo style video. These type of videos where you mention a founder, you have a team member, or even a customer give a testimonial. These are relatable and trustworthy. What they do is they humanize your brand and allow you to speak directly to the audience. You can use a screen recording for your demos, or you can use a phone to record a talking head style video. It doesn't have to be an expensive, high production camera. We have very good cameras on our phones that can film these type of videos. You want to make your videos faster, less scripted, and more relatable. Ways you can do this is to show before or after, a problem solution, or even a product demo. What you really want to do is show that pain and friction, offer a fast fix for it with a strong CTA. Those are highly effective. You can also show a demo. You show your product in action. People want to see how it works, and they want to see how it's going to benefit them. And when you're going into that and you're thinking about how do I write my script? How do I write the captions or the descriptions in my ad? Well, you want to lead with a very strong hook. Get their attention immediately. You can state the problem. You can say, I'm tired of scrolling through Facebook feeds looking for an answer. Get someone's attention. Keep your tone very casual and friendly and speak directly to your audience. If you're speaking to a young audience, sound like a young person. If you're speaking to an older person, sound like an older person. But you also want to emphasize the benefits as well as use that conversational tone. The other thing you want to have in there is social proof. Social proof everywhere throughout your ad. And that can be star ratings, screenshots of reviews, or you can use language like used by 10,000 plus people or as seen in whatever your local media is. But before you get to anywhere with that, you need to know how to personalize your ads. And every day we begin by building a persona. And these personas show us what are the characteristics of the people we are trying to reach. What are their pain points? What are their goals? What type of messaging is going to resonate with them? And so we figure out, who are we wanting to reach? Is it a busy mom? Is it someone who is a property manager at a rental company? Are we looking for an administrative assistant in an office? And so we build those personas and we craft our messages to speak directly to them. And that allows us to personalize those ads and make sure that they resonate with them. And so I've given you a lot of tips that you can do on your own, or we can help you. And as I mentioned earlier in those videos, we've implemented these strategies with our clients, and we've seen real results. We've had a 23% increase in leads, an 18.6 increase in impressions, and a 4.5 rise in engagement. It's not theory, it's practice, and it works. And we can help you. Schedule a free call today if you'd like for Emory Day to help you revamp your social advertising strategy. Have a great day.